Hey everyone, Bonekin here. Welcome back to Lords Mobile, snooping on other kingdoms. This is part 2 of the series, and today we're going to be looking at Kingdom 5. I waited for War of Wonders to happen because I noticed that after KVK, the kingdom that they faced took their base. And I figured that it was this guild U who would inevitably get it back. But, you know, I just wanted to be sure. So let's take a look at you. Not you, the viewers. Like you, the... Never mind. Bad jokes. 19.7 Bill Mike Guild. Moving on. Let's take a look at these people. We've got a 1.1 Bill who is an R4. 573 million kills. 3 stars on the castle, and we've got a lovely mix of champ gear and regular gear. All of the regular gear is gold. He's got a classic mix of Blight Ring, Terror Vial, and Fear Drum, which is an all-around balanced build, and then just gold and purple champ gear. Nothing to complain about there. Still VIP 14, which worries me. Not for the sake of his account, for the sake of my account, and how difficult it's going to be to reach VIP 15, because I want it, but I'm still at 13. So the stretch from 14 to 15 must be insane. So, looks Danky Kush. The names that people come up with. You are in research gear, so I cannot see what you've got. You got no stars in the castle. 1 bill player, 360 mil kills. Alright. And then we've got Whizzle Fizzle, who is the leader of the guild. 763 million kills, which is fantastic. 2 champ pieces. Everything else that's not champ is gold. 1 champ piece is gold, and then 1 star in the castle. A lot of people don't seem to be too interested in upgrading their castles. I see like 1 to 5 stars, and then I see people with like 40 stars put into it. So it seems to be a huge variation. This person's got VIP 15. You look like a tough cookie and a heck of a leader of your guild, that's for sure. And then we've got a huge bridge between the 1 bills. The next highest might is 601 million with 305 million kills. And then we've got 154 million kills. And then we've got 258 million kills. You know what? We're just going to look at the kill list. Like, this guild fights a fair amount. Even the lower kills, the reserve right here, I'm assuming is a bank. I mean, it's a dead giveaway. Sorry, like, super secretive. But here, let's just take a look. Let's just see. Because maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. I have a slight feeling that this is a bank, and yeah, that's about all that I have to say about that. But yeah, even like the lower end kill people still have over 10 million kills. It looks like everyone's got over 10 million kills, with a good amount of them being over 50 million kills. This is a fighting guild. I would say these people are probably somewhere in the top 100 in terms of kills. In guild rankings, like worldwide, they're only gift level 19, so they must have recently established. I find it interesting when guilds establish and decide to start from scratch at gift level 1. If they like tough it out and grow really quickly, they can catch up. Like a guild like this, if I don't attract like more big spenders soon, they will probably pass me up in gift level within the next few months. And that's just crazy to think about. But let's see if anyone is opposing these bad boys. We've got a spread of different groups. It looks like 2 for Can, so we're gonna look at Can. 11.1 Bill Chinese Guild. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Definitely not as high with kills. But let's see. They've got 970 mil Who is the scoundrel? You are the scoundrel of K5. Been there, done that, buddy. I know how you feel. 324 million kills, so definitely a decent kill count. 2 champ gear pieces, both purple. Definitely not quite gear that can compete with the top players in the other guild. However, enough to deal a lot of damage to the average player. And then this player has about the same level gear, I would say, as this one. The reason being is that I'm not sure of my reasoning right there. That champion edge from purple to gold does make a huge difference. I don't know. They're similar in terms of power. And this one right here has no champ gear pieces. 70 million kills for 527 mil. Wait, what's the kill count of this one? 344 mil. And then the fourth one is only 25 mil. So these guys aren't as heavy in power, like in terms of kills and fighting experience, that's for sure. So I would say that Kingdom 5 is probably firmly in Yu's hands for the near future. I could be wrong, but I thought that Kingdom 5 was at one point Q's stomping grounds. And if that's the case, then I'm wondering if Yu was affiliated with them in any way. Let's check their guild thing again. They got like nothing going on there. They probably aren't affiliated with them now. I'm not sure if they ever were, but it is interesting to see that it isn't a Chinese guild ruling Kingdom 5. Are they an all languages guild? Because if they were affiliated with Q, I would assume that they would be. Now, they're specifically English. So they may have just seized the opportunity upon Q's leaving and rolled with it. Because I swear, it was Kingdom 5. I'm almost positive. But let's check the forts and make sure that they own all of them. You own that. You own that. I just like saying you too. You too own that. Oh, what is this guild? IB? I'm not gonna say. Oh no, I don't. Okay. I accidentally hit the coordinates. Interesting. They don't have you listed as an ally or as family. They are a 9.2 bill all languages guild, and they seem to have no affiliation with the ruling guild, which leads me to believe that they somehow pulled a fast one on you, or you let certain guilds like fight over forts or things like that, which is a pretty neat concept and one that I think to be a pretty good one if you firmly own a kingdom, to just let guilds like sit back and let guilds fight over forts. Like, let them just have fun with it and just enjoy the game, like get experience in fighting for forts and things, because it definitely helps out your kingdom during KVK, because then even the lesser guilds in your kingdom know how to try and take and hold a fort if the opportunity arises. So if so, then Yu is definitely on the right track and being really good overlords for that matter. This one has 62 million kills, whereas this one's got 57 million. And then we've got 38 million and 83 million. So these guys, they do a fair amount of fighting, but they don't... Oh, that's the same guy. But they do not appear to be extremely up there in terms of fighting. 30 million kills. But they definitely do seem to be an impressive guild in their own regard. So good on them for owning fort. This makes me even more curious, so I'm going to check out the last a little bit. Yu owns that one, and then Yu owns that one. So it seems like Kingdom 5 is in Yu's hands. I don't really see that changing anytime soon, but we're going to move on to Kingdom 6. Alright, Kingdom 6 appears to be owned by this guild V. As you can see, they have circled all around it And none of the people that are circled around appear to be holding prisoners. Even that 876 mil, you would think that he would be. This one, however, is 835. And he's holding a lot. So that is... He's holding all the prisoners. So you don't really have the option right there. But let's take a look at the guild. 33.2 bill. Dang, that is a pretty beefy guild. Level 34 gift level. And that's more of a jump than you would think. Like, my guild is struggling to get to gift level 31. We got to gift level 30 probably about a month ago. And we still have such a long trek to get there. I think it was like 20 million experience between gift levels 30 to 31. I can't even imagine from like 33 to 34. It's a lot. Like, once you hit 30 and beyond, any gift that you go up is an accomplishment in on its own. But let's look at the top guy. Who is the leader? Dang. With 1.1 billion kills. That is someone that I would not want to meet on the battlefield with my current experience and especially my gear. I really do not think that I would be up to that challenge. I believe that I've heard of this guild, and if so, then I think that one of the characters I'm going to look at, I'm going to have a lot to discuss. But this person is in full champ gear, but only 2 stars on their castle. So they probably just aren't that into the castle schemes. Let's look at this one. Right here, Royal Gugu. You do not have any champ gear, but everything of yours is gold, and I'm willing to bet that you've probably got full gold jewels on those suckers. And although you haven't sprung for champ gear, it looks like this player has definitely sprung for some pretty high-end pay-to-play gear, including that Eternal Codex right there, which is a fantastic piece. They haven't put anything into their castle, and they only have 248 million kills. Now, I've said in the past, I think that somebody that's 1 billion kills should have at least 300 million. No, 1 billion might should have at least 300 million kills. So this person, I mean, they obviously they don't sit around. They fought a lot more than I have. I only have about 58 million at the time that I record this video. So I'm not talking crap saying, oh yeah, like I fight more than you or anything like that. It just means they got plenty of troops to burn, so why not burn the suckers? Let's move on to the third one. Royal Moon. You are not in full combat gear, so I cannot go all over you, but you are 1.1 billion might, 254 million kills, and 5 stars in the castle. So that means that this player right here has started to invest in their castle. They are VIP 14. So that's interesting too. And then we've got Royal Janelle. Now Royal Janelle here is in all hunting gear, which it took me a little too long to say that. 350 million kills though, which is pretty decent. Nothing in the castle. Hold on, let me check these again. This one has the general title. But these two do not have titles at all. And I find that to be interesting. Let's see the 5th one. No title. Let's see the 6th one. No title. Alright, well we're going to go look at vassal titles, because it seems like this guild may be sharing vassal titles with other guilds. And if that's the case, then that might give us a peek into some other interesting things. I don't know, they just haven't placed titles to everyone. It looks like they've opted out of taking, giving it to everyone, but Royal Sunny has the Warden title, who is a mere 332 million might. That's interesting to me. I find that pretty interesting that they would get the Warden title. I think it's neat, though, that they don't have one designated person that they just constantly give the Warden title to. It makes everyone feel a little more wanted, a little more valued. I think it's a good idea overall. It does not look like they have much competition running around. I'm going to look at the forts super quickly. Tempest is owned by them. Frozen, I imagine that they're just all owned by them. But if they're not, then we're going to see it. We might look around the base too, because I would find it a little odd if they're just sitting here doing nothing, because they have decent kill counts, all things considered. Let's take a look at the prisoner list of this one again. So you've got a lot in NR0 and PAP. So let's look at PAP. Come on, Pap. Let's see what you got. Pap, Big Russian Family, which is a 5-bill Russian guild. No huge players. The top player does have 100 million kills and is the leader, though. And that is some decent hunting gear for a 145 mil might player. It looks like they've focused more on their economy rather than combat. And this is just a glance. The 100 million kills can be misleading, because that right there, that's 4.7 bill might destroyed. I, with my 58 million kills, have over 3 bill might destroyed. So, those kills may very well just be more farming kills than anything. They've sent a lot of resources, and they've gathered a decent amount of resources as well. So I feel like this person has opted out of the combat aspect for a little bit to help rush their account up as quickly as they possibly can, which isn't necessarily a bad way to go. You get good hunting gear, and then you have a leader like this. I believe that one helps with research boosts. I could be entirely wrong. I'm going to check. I'm just going to look that way. I am not wrong. I believe that she is green for me. Yes, gives a research boost, and then down the road, when you go to use her for combat, the ranged attack and ranged HP boost is not bad at all. But in the moment, at gold, that's a 25% research boost, which is nothing to scoff at. So it seems like this person really wanted to grow their account pretty quickly, probably so that they could help their guild against people like this, which by themselves doesn't seem like a realistic thing to do, but it is a brave thing to do, and I definitely respect things like that. Let's look at NR0. NR0. You are just a 1.1 bill might English guild. You guys should come to K35. Come on. Come on. Come to K35. Alright. And then let's look at RSR, which, if that's another Russian guild, I would not be surprised. RSR, Resurrection Russian. Look at that, guys. It's a Russian guild. Who would have thought? 165 mil might player is the top one. It's an R4, but only 33 million kills. Yeah. Suffice it to say, it does not seem like V has much opposition going on in Kingdom 6. Seems like this guild gets to stand here pretty uncontested, which probably means that they are growing at an exponential rate. Now, they did not have the player that I thought they did, so either that player moved or I'm entirely wrong about it. But anyway, guys, that's probably something for another episode. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here at Kingdom 5 and Kingdom 6 looked at. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and look forward to the ones to come. If I haven't visited your kingdom yet, don't worry. I'm getting there. Until the next